video, we're going to be swapping out the factory halogen bulbs with LED bulbs. LED bulbs are significantly better. They're brighter, they last longer, and they use less power. In today's video, we're going to be testing out these Auxito bulbs, the high and low beams. We're going to be driving through the forest, and we're going to see the difference. This mod is pretty much, I would say, the first thing you want to do for your light setup. A lot of people get these like crazy aftermarket lights on the, the roof rack and the bumper, and they're not really necessary. If you're on a trail with a bunch of people, you're probably just going to piss them off with the bright lights, but this is kind of a better option right from the start. So their 10% discount code I'm going to be putting in the description if you're interested in lights. And anyway, if you like the video, subscribe. Thanks. So we're going to unbox these bulbs. So they come with gloves. So a lot of bulbs, if you touch them with oily hands, you can actually ruin them. So make sure you're wearing the gloves. These lights have an internal fan, so they maintain the right temperature. And they're made of aluminum, and it's a factory replacement, so this is going to be really easy to install. Alright, so we got the new LED bulb. We're just going to put it inside the hole, line it up with the slots, and turn the bulb and plug it right in. Really simple. The factory side has the halogen bulbs, and the driver's side has the LED replacement bulbs. There's a substantial difference. It's daytime, so you can't tell, but we're going to find out soon. Alright, so it's daytime with the new LED bulbs, and they're like blinding almost with the high beams on. So we're driving through the forest with these factory halogen bulbs. They do work, but they're really not the brightest compared to all the other cars on the road. So we're going to test out the new LED bulbs and see how it goes. So for perspective, we're filming at a higher height. You can see the trees illuminated a little bit with the halogen bulbs. They do work, but they're really not bright. Pretty dim, pretty annoying driving on the freeway. I'm going to flip on the high beams, and you'll notice how it kind of illuminates the trees a little bit. Alright, so we have the new LED bulbs installed. They're brighter. They have a more kind of a whitish color to them. They really light up the road. They're not obnoxious with the regular low beams. When you turn on the high beams, they're obviously significantly brighter. They're literally brighter than my auxiliary lights in the bumper. Okay, we're at a higher altitude filming. You notice the pattern on the LED bulbs are better from this perspective. And you'll really notice how when I flicker the brights on, it really illuminates the trees significantly better than halogen bulbs. There's literally no comparison between the two. I'm using the LED bulbs on the top of the screen, and the bottom has the halogen beams. So you'll notice the difference in color. The bottom side is more yellow, the top side is more white, more bright. When you turn on the high beams, it's significantly better with the LEDs. Alright, so on the left, we obviously have the LED bulbs. They illuminate the trees way better than the right side, the halogen bulbs. When I turn on the brights, I'll use the high beams, obviously, separate bulbs. It really illuminates the forest better. I can see way further. Found some random deer on the road, but you'll really notice the reflective surface on the sign, how bright these high beams are. So these LED lights are significantly better than the factory halogen bulbs. The high beams are so good that they're literally better than my auxiliary lights. I forget the brand auxiliary lights I have. I bought them a while ago. But anyway, if you're interested in purchasing these Auxito replacement bulbs, there's a link in the description. So you can just punch in the code for the website to get the discount. Anyway, hope you guys like the video. Thanks.